What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick and welcome to Mr.Beef episode 29. I'm going to be doing a response to Larry Kool the Gamer. I'm going to be responding to a video he did talking about why I suck and this and that. I'm also going to be responding to comments he left because this all started with some of the comments he left, then it led into him doing a video about me. So let's get started with his comments first. So to catch up everybody on this Larry the Kool Gamer situation, he used to go by Larry Kool, but now he goes by Larry Kool the Gamer. So how this whole thing started is a month ago, he started to leave comments on certain videos of mine. One of the videos was my thoughts on PS5 and Series X. And in this video, he left a comment basically saying my opinion is wrong and flawed. I'm closed-minded about video games and this and that. Because in that video, the PS5 and Series X video, I talked about why I'm not looking forward to those consoles. And I just wasn't interested in the systems or the games coming out. And he said my opinion was flawed and wrong and a whole bunch of stuff. Then he would come on other videos, talking other shit, saying my opinions was closed-minded. And I'm going to go through his comments and read them. I'm going to try to have them on the screen. First, I'm going to go through the comments, then we're going to get to his video. This guy is fucking irritating. This guy is one of the most irritating people I've had to deal with on YouTube. He's up there with Zach G. He's fucking irritating. No matter how many times I went back and forth with this guy in the comment section, he could not understand where I was coming from. He irritated me so much that I wish I could just fucking, he's fucking irritating, man. Irritating, get under my fucking skin all the damn time. It's like, the stupid thing is like, it's like he would leave a comment being disrespectful, but then he would leave a comment on another video agreeing with me. It's like, how are you going to diss me and disrespect me in a comment, but then agree with something else I'm saying and praise me? That's fucking stupid. So yeah, let's get started with this. Alright, so let's get started with this. We're going to start with the comments. First comment I'm going to respond to is on the video, my thoughts on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. And here's what he said. This is what he said. You are wrong, because there's some good games that are out there that are good. Horizon, The Forbidden West, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Kena Bridge of Spirits. Here's a few games that are great. Don't judge a book by its cover. And this comment's stupid, because how am I wrong when it's my opinion and it's my perspective on PS5 and Series X and modern gaming based off my gaming tastes? Based off my gaming tastes and what I'm into, I don't see anything interesting that I want to play on the consoles. That's what the video is based on. That's what this whole thing is based on with gaming. It's my perspective and my tastes. And I don't care about Horizon Forbidden West. I played the first Horizon Zero Dawn. Wasn't my thing. I don't care about Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not into Spider-Man. And I don't care about Kena Bridge of Spirits. So I don't give a shit about those games you mentioned that are good games. And just because you think they're good games and you think there's good games out here doesn't mean I have to think that. Because you clearly have a different taste in gaming than I do. You can't argue your different taste in gaming against my taste in gaming, you fucking idiot. You're fucking stupid. This is why you're irritating. It's my opinion on PS5 and Series X. The video is called My Thoughts and What I Think of the Systems. Not what you think of the systems. Not what anybody else thinks of the systems. What I think of the systems. And cut that. Alright. And then he says, he says, here's a few games that are great, the ones I, mentioned. And he says, don't judge a book by its cover. And it's like, I can see these games and look at the gameplay and see what I'm into and what I'm not into. Here's the thing I don't think you understand, Larry. I can look at all these games that are coming out, reviews and gameplay. I can see what they look like and I can see what they play like. And then I decide whether I think they look interesting or I don't think they look interesting. If I think something looks good, then I could think that based off the footage I see. But if I see something I don't care about based off the footage I see, then, well, I see something I don't care about, if that makes sense. So you can judge a book by its cover when it comes to video games, because it's not like movies or music where you look at an artist and how they look, or you look at a movie poster and you might think a certain way about it, but you wouldn't know how it was unless you watched a trailer of the movie or watched the movie. And you wouldn't know what music was like of that artist unless you listen to the music. Video games are different. You can look at gameplay and see what a game looks and plays like online to see if it's something that's up to your gaming taste or not. So there ain't no, I don't know what you're even going on about. And I left some replies, and I said, how am I wrong? Just because you're interested in those games doesn't mean I am, because I'm not. Those games aren't my thing, plus it's an opinion. That's what I said, just like how I say in this video. And it's like, no matter how many times I go back and forth with this guy, he just didn't understand it. He says, well, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion, but it's definitely a flawed opinion. How is it a flawed opinion? It's my thoughts on the consoles based off my gaming taste, you dumb fuck, you stupid son of a bitch. It's my opinion on the PS5 and Series X based on my taste in gaming. How is it a flawed opinion? Just like how you think the PS5 is great since you bought one, and since you like new gaming so much compared to me, then you must think this stuff's good. So that means you have a certain taste in gaming where this stuff caters to you compared to me where it doesn't cater to me. So how is my opinion flawed? Makes no fucking sense. He says, but whatever, I guess. But he says, but the PS5 still has some games that are worth playing. What games are worth playing on it? I would really like to know. Because if I had a PS5 right now, the only shit I'd play on it is PS4 stuff, backwards compatibility. And a lot of this, like one of the games I could play was Resident Evil Village, but that's cross-gen. I've already played that on PS4. Resident Evil 4 Remix is the only game I care about that's coming out next year. And to scroll up to your first comment, your rebuttal to me being wrong about PS5 and Series X and you saying that there is good games out here, your rebuttal is mentioning games that are cross-gen. Kena Bridge of Spirits, Horizon Forbidden West, Spider-Man Miles Morales, those are cross-gen games. Those are all cross-gen games. They're not even next-gen only games. So you fail in that department. But let's get back to the rest of his comment. He says, but the PS5 still has some games that are worth playing. Just because you don't think so doesn't mean that most people still wouldn't want to play these new consoles. No fucking shit. I mean, do you really have to point out something so obvious? Like, do I really need a rocket scientist or Einstein to tell me that shit? Do I need a Captain Obvious to tell me that shit? Of course there's going to be other people that feel differently. Because everyone has different tastes and different opinions, you stupid fuck. The video is called My Thoughts on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Not facts, not our thoughts, not your thoughts. My thoughts on the consoles, what I think of them. It has, and it's like, why are you bringing up that, you know, just because you don't think that it's worth getting doesn't mean I don't care if other people think it's worth getting. It's not about what they think, it's about what I think. It's why I make the video and give my opinion, you stupid fuck. Of course other people will be interested in it because everyone else has different fucking tastes in gaming. The video is called My Thoughts, you stupid fuck. That's why this guy is fucking irritating. So here's some other dumb shit this guy said. I get that not every game is for everyone though. That's why they make so many styles of games. If they made so many styles of games, then why do I not have anything to look forward to? Why don't I have anything similar to Dead Rising or Gears of War or like Dead Rising or Evil Within? There's not really a lot of games coming out that are similar to those games. Yet you got thousands of Souls clones, thousands of first-person shooters, things like that. So you're wrong in that regard, trying to say that, you know. And it's funny how you say, I get that not every game is for everyone, though. If you get that not every game is for everyone, though, then why do you say my opinion is flawed and wrong when I am not interested in most of these games? You're a fucking idiot. I swear you're a fucking moron. But it's like, he says, that's why they make so many styles of games. Like I said, no they don't. Because it's, they don't make different styles of games. Because they don't make a lot of the stuff that they used to make back in the day that caters to me. You know, so they don't make different styles of games. And it's funny you say that because you contradict that later on, which we'll get to that. So some other stuff he says is, I myself am not a sports game fan, but you may very well like football and basketball video games, hypothetically speaking, different strokes with different folks. I disagree with you on the video game thing. You can disagree with me on the video game thing, but to say my opinion is flawed and wrong, and this and that, you're being a fucking douche. And you're being a fucking idiot. You can disagree, but you can't say my opinion is flawed and wrong. If I was saying Michael Jackson was a pedophile, for an example, then I could see why somebody would say, oh, you're flawed and wrong about that, because there's evidence to back up he's innocent. But when it's an opinion I have based on consoles, based on gaming taste, how the fuck can that be flawed or wrong? Like, that don't even make sense to me. But then he says he agrees with how rap has fallen away from being lyrical. He mentions a bunch of trash rappers that aren't worth listening to, and stuff like that. So yeah, the music and rap stuff, that's what he mentions. Yeah, that's what he mentions. He basically says that I agree rap is falling away from being lyrical and being good. Mentions a bunch of rappers. Says, others today aren't worth listening to or buying their music because they have no talent. They don't rap like Rakim did or Tupac or got storytellers or rapping from telling stories of the music just being violent and disrespecting women and cursing in every single song. It doesn't make music any good. It's the skills and the thought put into it that makes it good. I mean, yeah, a lot of music nowadays is violent and disrespecting women and cursing in a lot of songs, but so is old school rap. So I don't know what you're getting at there. I mean, yeah, there were storytellers and stuff in mainstream hip-hop, but this stuff you're talking about, these issues you have with rap, they existed in rap back in the day, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then I said to him, how's it flawed? Your gaming taste or my gaming taste? You don't see me calling your opinion flawed because you're into this stuff. And you're acting like I said this video is truth like the Bible. You speak about me in this video as if it wasn't an opinion or something. I don't care for sports games either, and so what if others want those systems? The video is about what I think, not what they think. Disagreement is one thing, but saying I'm wrong or flawed is just ignorant. Exactly. I still stand by that whole comment. I also said I've been gaming since I was a kid, and these days gaming is trash and I don't care about most releases. What the hell is so great about a PS5 or Xbox Series X that I'm wrong or flawed about? I still see no reason to get them, and besides, those games you listed are crushed and not even next-gen only titles. LOL. Exactly. Fucking exactly. I stand by that comment as well. Stand by that as well. What is so great about those consoles? I'd like to know. I'd really like to know. I also said, it's funny though, my opinion on rap isn't flawed or wrong because you agree with it, but it's wrong and flawed with the video games because you disagree with it. Yeah, that's something I noticed. Because I feel the way I do about gaming nowadays, and I'm not interested in a lot of these new games, and I look at it as crap, my opinion's flawed and wrong according to Larry Kool the Gamer. But when I talk smack about rap music and say certain rappers suck, he agrees with me. My opinion isn't flawed and wrong then, but when he disagrees with it, then it's flawed and wrong. You're a fucking idiot. You can't respect opinions. You're a dumbass. He also says, because to me, gaming is still good. Yeah, that's what you think. You think it's still good, but I don't think it's still good. And yet you proceed to attack me and call my opinion flawed and wrong, which doesn't make sense. But as far as rap goes, I don't see rap getting any better. Rap hasn't been good since 2006. After that, it started to really become whack, so we agree to disagree on things. Deathloop is a good exclusive PS5 game. I don't care about Deathloop. That game does not interest me at all. So I don't give a shit about that game. And then he says, because to me gaming is still good. And you say that you don't see rap getting any better, and that rap hasn't been good since after 2006, or that started to become whack. You seem closed-minded about rap. You want to claim in other comments and in general that I'm closed-minded about video games. You seem closed-minded about rap music in this comment. Because yeah, mainstream rap sucks nowadays and it has a lot of bullshit in it. But there's plenty of good rappers in the underground. So I don't see what you're saying about how rap after 2006 it became really whack. There's a lot of good underground rappers out here, so that's wrong. And you say you don't see rap getting any better. There's plenty of good rappers out here. You can see the songs I post on my channel. You can see all the thoughts videos I do and all the good rappers that exist. So how can you claim that rap will not be getting any better? And it hasn't been good since 2006. Like, that's a load of shit. Plenty of good rappers out here. I mean, come on. And then I said to him, but you did more than disagree. You called my opinion wrong and flawed. That's stupid and pisses me off, quite frankly. Just because you think gaming is still good doesn't mean I think that too, or I have to agree with it. Hell, I know a few who feel the same way I do about gaming. Some of my friends, including the Flamehead 97. That one doesn't interest me. That was me referring to Deathloop. But yeah, the first comment, I stand by that. He did more than disagree with me, like I said. He called my opinion wrong and flawed. It made me fucking mad. And I even said to him, just because you think gaming is still good doesn't mean I have to think that. Like I said, just like I told him while I'll stay here, like the comment says, I know more than just myself that feels the same way I do about gaming nowadays. So he writes in the reply, honestly, I don't know who that is, and honestly, I don't know who you are personally. I just happened to stumble across your videos by luck, okay? But I can see you two are a very opinionated man, but we don't agree on games. Yeah, I'm a very opinionated man, just like you are. But yet you can't respect my opinion. I said you call it flawed and wrong. We don't agree on games. Yeah, we don't, but instead of you just disagreeing, you take it further than that. Games are still good today. They are not bad. If anything, they improved on more things than back in the Sega Genesis days, Yeah, there's a lot of improvements in video games over the years, but it's like the better graphics have gotten, the worse games have gotten in some ways. I mean, the games look really good nowadays, but I mean, a lot of them really aren't that great. It's hard to really get excited for a lot of shit anymore because they don't make games that much anymore that appeal to me. Not the only one who feels this way. Go watch Solid Rev's channel. He feels the same way. Hell, Solid Rev's son feels the same way, and he's younger than Solid Rev and younger than me. And he feels the same way about gaming that Solid Rev feels that I feel. So I'm not the only one here. But yeah, they did improve on things, but still, games, I disagree with you, Larry. Games are not still good today. Because it's only every now and then that I'm interested in a game. Every now and then I'm interested in a certain title. But for the most part, I don't care about most of the stuff coming out. It doesn't appeal to me. So that was the comments in our conversation on the PS5 and Series X video. And he left one on Slim Jesus saying, I agree, this dude's whack, and he doesn't live his lifestyle. Everything he does, he says it's a lie. It's funny because on that video, you know, he agrees with me. My opinion ain't flawed and wrong when he agrees with me on Slim Jesus. But when it comes to the next-gen consoles and gaming, then he says I'm wrong and all this shit. You can't respect opinions. So I'm going to find some more comments and reply to some others. And then he left another video. And then he left another comment on another video of mine called 5 Underrated Video Games. And he says, you know, Until Dawn was also a survival horror video game, and so is Walking Dead Season 3. Yeah, I didn't know that. I said to him, though, don't try to act like you didn't just get done being a prick, calling my opinion flawed and wrong, and trying to dispute my thoughts and my own gaming taste with your different gaming tastes. It's stupid. I ain't taking that on my channel. That's how you are. Don't watch me because I don't like it. And I still feel that same way saying about that comment. How are you going to sit there and, you know, say my opinion's flawed and wrong and just, you know, act that way, but then still turn around and act like you didn't do that and then try to leave these positive comments or, you know, just act like you just didn't do what you did. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, you get the fuck off my channel if you're just going to sit there and call my opinion flawed and wrong and say all this shit about me that's not even true, but then turn around and still leave positive comments or say other things. You're bipolar or something. I don't get it. So yeah, I'm going to look for more comments to respond to. He left another comment on my video, my thoughts on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. He said, I got my console, I did a video of it, so that shortage issue is slowing down from what it was. I mean, that's good to hear, I guess. Plus, there's a lot of good games in the PS5. And I said, yeah, in your opinion, but not mine. That's what I'm trying to tell this guy. Yeah, if you think there's good games on the PS5 and it was worth for you to get it, then good for you. But for me, the games I'm into, my taste and my opinion, I'm not really interested in the PS5 or the Series X. Because the one and only game I would play on either of those machines is Resident Evil 4 Remake coming out next year. And that's one fucking game. And it's a remake of a game that already exists. So I'm not interested in a lot of these good games you claim there are. Yeah, you may think there's a lot of good games on PS5, but I don't think that. I don't think that myself. And I don't know why you can't understand that. We got different fucking gaming taste. It's as simple as that. Some more comments he left. He said that Cardi B is whack, worse than every other female rapper. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B on the same level of garbage. Bodak Yellow. He said he heard it once or twice. It sucks. But it's like, why are you leaving a comment agreeing with me, saying, yeah, you're right, this and that about Cardi B, but then before this, you were calling my opinion flawed and wrong. Like, you must have bipolar disorder or something. That's what I said in my reply. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And then he left another comment on my video. Video before that was the dog calls out Cardi B. So this video he left comments on was the dog calls out TG Venom. In this video he says, I don't like anything dark, vampires, clowns, witches, all demonic stuff, so TG Venom doesn't like it. That's his choice. You should not be talking shit about me, talking down about him, because he's a black man. That's his opinion, dude. Just live with it. Don't be so critical. I took back what I said about TG Venom, but you saying that you don't like the stuff I mentioned, that's fine. And then he says, you should not be talking shit about me, talking down about him. What's that even mean? You should not be talking shit about me, talking down about him. What's that even mean? Like, I don't even know what that means. And he says, because he's a black man, his color should have nothing to do with it. Like, why is that even important? That's his opinion, just live with it, don't be so critical. That's funny, you say that it's his opinion, and I should live with it, but yet you can't live with the opinion I have about video games, and you say it's flawed and wrong. Once again, you're a fucking idiot. I said in my reply, shut up, enough of your garbage, you idiot, and this color has nothing to do with this, and I stand by that comment. You know, I really hate the fact that YouTube nowadays censors certain comments you leave, because there's a lot of things I would like to really say to him, like fuck you and you're a dumb fuck and all this stuff, but if you type certain words, your comment automatically gets deleted. It's stupid as hell, honestly. And then on the same video, he left a comment on the dog calls out TG Venom. He left another comment on there saying, because you have no taste in video games. New games are lit. New video games rock. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. I do have taste in video games. If I didn't have taste in video games, then why would I own some of these games on the PS4 like The Evil Within or Dead Rising 2? Why would I own Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate? Why would I own the Resident Evil 3 remake? Why would I own the Resident Evil 2 remake? Why would I own the Resident Evil 4 remaster for PS4? I could go on and on and on, but how are you going to say that I have no taste in video games when I clearly do? Because I like video games, and here's some of them I like, you fucking idiots. This guy is stupid. You claim I have no taste in video games when I just showed you games I liked. I also made a video about my top 10 favorite video games featuring Kadeem. I like video games. There's video games I like. But the game industry nowadays isn't making games that appeal to what I'm into. So shut the fuck up with your bullshit that I don't have taste in video games. You're a fucking idiot. Where's your evidence that I have no taste in video games? And he says new video games are lit, new video games rock. You're a fucking idiot. No, they don't. Okay? You think new video games are so wonderful and so great. Well, I don't think so. Sorry, Larry, but I don't fucking think so. I don't think new video games are awesome. Just because you think they're awesome doesn't mean I think they're awesome. Fucking stupid talk. I said to him, shut up, Larry, you're a fool. I stand by that. I said, I do have taste in video games. Shut your mouth. Just because I don't like this new stuff doesn't mean anything. I stand by that because, yeah, just because I don't like this new stuff doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean I don't have taste in gaming because I just showed you games I like. There's video games I like. You know, I do have taste in video games, Larry. You can shut your fucking mouth. This is why this guy is irritating. This guy is irritating to deal with. He's like on the same level as Zach G. I swear he is. So, here's some more comments from him. This is on my video called, and it's funny because it just seems like this guy isn't really a big fan of me. He doesn't seem like he likes me, especially since he made a video called JackalGoldKick Sucks. But he continues to come back to the channel every now and then and leave comments, even though he did a video about why I sucked, even though he calls my opinion flawed and wrong, and it's clear he was being disrespectful to me. It's clear you don't like me, Larry Kool the Gamer. So why do you still show up every now and then leaving comments on the videos? It's like you're a cross between a fan and a hater. It makes no sense. So here's one of the comments I'm going to respond to from him. He says, the only genre of games I don't enjoy are sports games and puzzle games. All the other genres of games I like. I don't care for RTS games that much either. And I said I don't care, Larry, because I stand by that. I don't give a shit about what genre of games you don't enjoy. Why should I sit here and conversate with you and have a conversation about the genre of games you don't like or hear what you have to say when you disrespected me in other comments and saying my opinion is flawed and wrong and saying I have no taste in gaming? Why should I give a shit to conversate with you? Like, you make no fucking sense. And here's another comment. He says, you should still be more open-minded on newer games. Don't be a deadhead. What does that mean to not be a deadhead? I'm not a fucking zombie. I wish I was a zombie so I could bite your fucking ass and fucking take the chunk out of your neck like a fucking zombie and just kill your ass. You're lucky I'm not a fucking deadhead, or else I'd make you dead as a deadhead and bite a chunk out of you like a fucking zombie. What does that even mean, deadhead? Like, what the fuck does that shit even mean? And he says, you still should be more open-minded on newer games. I'm not closed-minded about newer games. I am open-minded, you stupid fuck. How the fuck am I closed-minded about new games? How am I not open-minded about new games? I can look at all these video games that are coming out and all the video games that are out, and I can look at the gameplay, the footage, and the reviews and figure out and decide what's for me and what's not for me. I don't just say these games aren't my thing or I'm not interested in them just for the sake of saying it or just being closed-minded. No, it's how I genuinely feel. It's how I genuinely feel. So how are you going to say that I should be more open-minded on newer games? I am open-minded. If anybody isn't open-minded, it's you, based on like rap music and the shit you say about rap and other comments in general. So miss me with that dumbass shit. And I said, shut up already. Like I said, talk to me on Instagram or not. I'm not going back and forth with you because I was getting irritated. I don't think he has an Instagram. I was trying to find it. I said, shut up already. I stand by that. I am open-minded, you buffoon. You don't know anything about me. And I stand by that comment too because I am open-minded. This dude doesn't know anything about me. So I'm going to look for some more comments to respond to. And then some more comments I'm going to respond to. This is on my video about why hip-hop rap music doesn't suck nowadays and isn't dead rant. He left one of the comments he left is saying, it's not dead, but the majority of rap music does suck these days. You're wrong in that, Larry. The majority of rap music doesn't suck nowadays. Yeah, there's a lot of trash rappers, a lot of issues, but there's tons of good rappers out here. I mentioned them in that video. And there's even more rappers I didn't even include in that video. Plenty of good rap music out here. It's funny because you claim that I'm closed-minded about video games, that there is good games out here, and you try to steer me towards the games that are good, and I'm not interested in them based off my gaming taste, and yet I try to say that there is good rappers out here, but instead of you checking out those rappers, you just claim that majority of rap music sucks these days. And like I said, yeah, there's a difference between rap and video games. With music in general, you have to listen to it to see if it's for you or not. It's different with video games, because you can just look at footage and reviews to see if something's for you or not. Why would you buy every single game that exists out there just to see if it's for you or not? That would be stupid and a waste of money. Like, I tried that before, actually. Like, for example, I wasn't interested in Spyro the Trilogy or Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I watched footage of it. I wasn't interested in it, but I was like, maybe if I play it, I'll change my mind. I bought it digitally, which I regret. I played it, and I felt the same way as when I looked at the footage. So that told me that you don't got to play what you're not interested in. But you can't realize that. And he says, it's not dead, but the majority of rap sucks these days. You're wrong on that. I even sent him a reply, you're wrong. Another comment he left was on the same video. He said, not many people know who these rappers are, and they don't get the publicity that they should, so they never get promoted. Yeah, that's true. They never get promoted. And not many people do know who they are. That's why I try to mention them. And he says, and so if they're underground and they're not known, then not many of these people will listen to them because they don't know them. But if they hear about them, or if they hear other people mention them, then they should check them out. I mean, come on. So sorry, but your opinion is flawed. Once again, saying an opinion of mine is flawed. Like, fuck out of here. Rap music is dead. Wait a minute, you said rap music is dead, but yet your other comment says it's not dead. You contradicted yourself, Larry. 1 minute you say it's not dead, but then in this comment, you say that rap music is dead. So which is it? Is rap music dead, or is it not dead? Make up your fucking mind. And you say rap music is dead unless you listen to Nas, Eminem, Ludacris, Tupac, and others. Then you're not getting well-known rappers. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. But yeah, in his comment, he says rap music is dead unless you listen to Nas, Eminem, Ludacris, Tupac, and others. Then you're not getting well-known rappers. So rap is dead, but then in another comment you say it's not dead. Then you say rap is dead unless you listen to those rappers you mentioned. It doesn't make sense though, because like there's other good rappers out there, not just the ones you mentioned. So I don't get that. You're not getting well-known rappers. I mean, that's why I tried to mention the good rappers I know that exist, because there's other good rappers out there besides the known ones. I said to him, yeah, that's true about these rappers, but if people hear about it, then they should check them out though. And here we go again with your dumb logic. Your opinion is flawed. You're a moron. Rap being dead is a dumb term. You're clueless. Unless you're listening to those rappers, you're not getting well-known rappers. What's it even mean? Funny how you say I'm wrong about gaming and mention a bunch of games, but yet I mention a bunch of good artists to prove that rap isn't dead, it doesn't suck, and yet you say my opinion is flawed, hypocrisy. But yeah, exactly. I mention all the good rappers to prove that rap doesn't suck nowadays. It isn't dead. But you call my opinion flawed and wrong and mad or against it, but yet when I say what I say about gaming nowadays, you try to argue that good games that do exist, even though there's a difference there, because I look at these games you claim are good and I see them and I'm not interested in it. There's a difference between rap and video games and how you know whether you like. There's a difference between music, you know, rap and video games, and how you know if you like something or won't like something. So yeah, but you know, I stand by that comment. You know, it's hypocritical of him. So I stand by that comment. He says, and I also say, I don't even know why you still come around my channel when it's clear I made a point that I don't like you because you're flawed logic, and also you always say dumb stuff. You can't debate, you never know what you're talking about either, especially when it comes to gaming. Yeah, I stand by that. You know, I don't know why he still came around to my channel when it's clear that he doesn't like me based on some of the comments and just the dumb shit he says. And I made a point that I didn't like him because of his flawed logic, and how he always says dumb stuff. He can't debate, doesn't know what he's talking about, especially when it comes to gaming, because he tries to argue his different gaming tastes against my gaming taste. So yeah, those are those comments. So we're going to respond to more comments from this guy. So here's some more comments I'm going to be responding to from this guy. This is on Gaming Sucks Nowadays featuring TG Ben. So he left a comment saying, gaming does not suck today. Gaming is awesome. There are so many great games that are out today. The graphics are wonderful, the gameplay is fun, and most games are original. Most games are original. Considering that Dead Rising lost its identity with 3 and 4, considering that Gears 5 and like Halo Infinite copy a lot of these other games with like the live service thing, or how like Saints Row copies the art style from Fortnite, you lose a lot of credibility trying to say that most games are original. Get the fuck out of here. Most games aren't original. Most games copy each other all the fucking time. Most games are not original. What the fuck are you talking about? And he says, you know, most games are fun, original, great, and you're just closed-minded about shit. Once again, you're calling me closed-minded. Shut the fuck up. I'm not closed-minded, you fucking idiot. I am open-minded. I see what's going on in the gaming landscape. And in my opinion, based on my gaming taste, I'm not interested in what's out here. I'm not interested in the games that exist. And that's what I think. How am I closed-minded when I can look at these games that are coming out? I can look at reviews, I can look at gameplay of all these games that have come out and that are coming out, and I can decide what I'm interested in and what I'm not interested in. If I'm closed-minded about gaming, wouldn't I not give a shit about RE4 Remake? That's a brand new game I care about in 2023. So if I was closed-minded, wouldn't I also say, fuck RE4 Remake? I don't care about that. That then, like, how am I closed-minded if I'm actually looking forward to at least that game? Like, come the fuck on. And I said to him, shut up, you're once again wrong and talking dumb as heck. And I agree with that. And that's another comment saying, on the same video, only thing negative I can say about gaming today is that when you buy a game, it should be the price of the game. Everything else in the game should be free. You shouldn't have to pay actual live money for DLC content. That's bullshit. But everything else, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's a game as glitchy. You can clearly see it on YouTube for IGN videos. You can see their videos to know if the game is good or not. I mean, I agree with you on how you feel about DLC and all that, but that isn't saying much considering that the other bullshit you said in comments. So it's just once again weird how he like disrespects me, but then he agrees with me on other things. Like, this guy has bipolar issues. He's a fan and a hater at the same time. And he also says games have glitches you can see on YouTube or IGN videos. Yeah, I know that. He also says thinking you can see their videos to know if the game is good or not. Thinking more positive about gaming instead of hating on gaming just because you're closed-minded. I'm not closed-minded, and I'm not hating on gaming. I'm giving my opinion on what I think of gaming nowadays. And what I think of gaming nowadays is it's not interesting, and I don't care about a majority of games that come out. I'm not closed-minded, you dumb fuck. Like, you're fucking stupid. You're the one who's closed-minded about fucking rap music. So if anyone's closed-minded about something, you are. About fucking rap music. I should think more positive about video games. I don't need to think more positive about video games. Because currently, I don't see a reason to think positive about video games when they're not offering me experiences that cater to my style. Most of the stuff coming out is like clones of Souls games, which I don't care for those games. Or it's like superhero games like Spider-Man and Wolverine. Or it's like, you know, Souls games, like I said. You know, just a lot of the stuff they make now just isn't appealing to me. You know, I like Dead Rising, Resident Evil 4, The Evil Within, Gears of War, Dynasty Warriors, Fallout 3, that style. They don't really make games like that anymore, or make something that's similar to that. You know, so they just don't cater to me anymore. Like, I don't know why you can't understand that. Says I gotta be more open. I gotta be more open. You gotta be more open to try, experience new things. JackalGoldKick. It's like I am open to try and experience new things. Let me show you something. You want to know 3 games I bought for the PS4 that I was open-minded enough to try? I'll show you. I'll show you right fucking now, since you want to claim I'm closed-minded. I'm going to show you 3 games I tried, but apparently I'm closed-minded according to this guy. So I'm going to show you 3 games I tried that I ended up not liking. So, I tried, and I was actually kind of interested in this. I tried Days Gone for PS4, was not a fan of this game. Felt like it was generic, it didn't bring anything new to the table, and I didn't care for the story or the characters. And this is a new game I tried, but yet I'm closed-minded. Or how about Dead Rising 4? I've heard nothing but bad things about Dead Rising 4. I like the Dead Rising series, I heard shitty things about it, I still tried this, and you know, as time's passed, yeah, this is a pretty awful game and it's worth the hate. But yet, I'm closed-minded. or you have Rage 2. I was kind of interested in this because I liked the first Rage. I picked it up. I couldn't really get into it because I don't know if I'd like Rage 1 anymore. And first-person shooters, besides Fallout 3 and Left 4 Dead, aren't really my thing. So I wasn't really into this either. But somehow, I'm closed-minded, even though these are 3 games that I gave a shot and tried out. Days Gone and Rage 2. And yet, I'm closed-minded apparently, and I don't try new things. Even though these were new things I tried, Days Gone's a new IP. Days Gone's a new fucking IP. This is a new IP, and I tried it, and I didn't like it. But yet I'm closed-minded about games nowadays. You're fucking stupid. So I do try to experience new things, and I try to be open. What are you saying, that I have to play every single game that exists to then see if I'm into it or not? No. I should only have to look at gameplay and footage to decide what game is for me and what game is not for me. That's all there is fucking to it. He says, I'll admit a few things you said I agreed with, but about 80% of it I disagree with. And it's fine if you agree with some things and disagree with a lot of it, but to call my opinion flawed and wrong and accuse me of being closed-minded, that's crossing the line, and you're a fucking idiot for that shit. And that's why you're irritating to deal with. Another video he commented on was Why Eminem Sucks Nowadays Part 2. The comments I'll be responding to on here. So one of the comments he left is, he was being a fucking asshole here, douchebag. It's one thing to correct someone, but this is just being a dickhead. He says, actually, the first album he did was Infinite back in 1996. Oops, you fucking goof. You got to do your research on that. I haven't seen that video in a while, Why Eminem Sucks Nowadays Part 2. But if I forgot that Infinite was his first album, then I guess I forgot. But it's like, okay, yeah, that's his first album. But you don't got to be a douchebag about it and say I'm a fucking goof. I don't even remember if I said it was in the video. You could have said, hey man, his first album was Infinite, you forgot. No, you said it in a douchebag way, so fuck you for that. He says the Slim Shady LP was his second album. You're actually wrong about that. It's funny how you claim I'm wrong and that Infinite was his first album, which it is, but you say that Slim Shady LP was his second album. You're technically wrong on that, because his second album was actually the Slim Shady EP, you dumb fuck. His second album was the SSEP, Slim Shady EP. So technically, SSLP is his third album, if you want to be technical about it. His third album was the Marshall Mathers LP, and then the Eminem Show. You forgot about Devil's Night, so you're one to correct someone, right? That's the order of the first couple of his albums. And I said, I did know his first was Infinite. Shut the hell up, you're such a douchebag. No shit on the album order. I know that, jackass. Yeah, I stand with that comment. No shit on the album order. And I know Infinite was his first. And I told him to shut the hell up. He's a douchebag. I mean a douchebag about it. You know, that's a crappy way of correcting someone. Then another comment he left, which I haven't replied to yet, he says, Eminem defeated MGK. MGK switched genres and was too scared to release a new diss track, because why? Obviously he sucks. He knew in his mind there was no way he could beat Eminem, so he decided to do nothing, and there was a time when MGK first came out, he thought Eminem was like the best rapper ever, but then one day he started to think he was better than Eminem, but honestly he never was. I mean, I feel the same way about Eminem and MGK that I do that the YouTuber Diverse Mentality feels about it with his video about Eminem versus MGK. Eminem won the war, but MGK won the battle. What I mean by the battle is when the diss track wise dissing each other, I preferred MGK's Rap Devil over Killshot. Killshot had really good lyrics, but Rap Devil was the better song. Rap Devil was more appealing to listen to. Killshot wasn't really an appealing song. I mean, war-wise, in terms of long-standing, yeah, Eminem won because he's more popular, and he's Eminem, and he's always going to be more known than someone like MGK. MGK was never one of the biggest rappers ever. He was never a loved rapper. So yeah, Eminem won the war because MGK switched genres and, you know, didn't respond to Eminem. So he, you know, doing that, not responding to Eminem, he did do things to make him look bad, and I do prefer Eminem over MGK. So yeah, I would say Eminem did defeat MGK in terms of like the war, but in terms of the battle they had when they were dissing each other, I think MGK won that. Because his song was more appealing, and MGK actually told us stuff about Eminem we didn't know. Like him trying to blackball his career, you know, saying that I couldn't go to Sway, things of that nature. And we didn't know that, some of that stuff he said about Eminem, we didn't really know about him. And Eminem didn't really confirm or deny it. And plus, Eminem called MGK a mumble rapper in his diss track, which is just stupid. Like, you cannot like MGK, but calling him a mumble rapper, come on, Eminem. Like, he was out of touch of rap. So I'll reply to the comments some other time. That's my response to that one. I mean, yeah, it was stupid that MGK went from thinking M was the best, but then started to think he was better than Eminem. I prefer Eminem. You know, I'm not too big on MGK. But yeah, MGK did switch genres. He was too scared to release a new diss. I mean, I think he could have, I wish he would have went back and forth with Eminem and did some more disses to him. I wish I would have kept going, but at the same time, I don't know, he just looked like an idiot. So maybe he knew there was no way he could beat Eminem. That's why he didn't release a new diss and switch genres. So that's my response to that comment. So there's some more comments I have to respond to on the video. My thoughts on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. A lot of them weren't showing up on the studio, so I had to go to the actual video itself. I don't get that. Stupid, honestly. So some more stuff I said to him is, I don't have to try a game to see if I like it or not. Reviews and gameplay alone are supposed to tell you if something is for you or not. That's how it is and how it goes. It's as simple as that. And literally all those games you mentioned are my style. You don't know shit about my gaming taste and what I like. Take your attitude elsewhere and get off my channel. You're just upset and mad because I said something about gaming that you didn't like, period. I've literally tried Dying Light 1 and Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man PS4. I didn't like them, so why the hell would I like the sequels? How about you just shut the hell up, prick, and to hell with your don't be a deadhead, man. Screw you. And I stand by that comment. I absolutely stand by that comment. You know, I stand by it because it's like, you can't call my opinion flawed and wrong because it's based off my taste in gaming. It doesn't even make sense. So we're going to respond to some more of his comments. I'm going to read another comment of mine I missed. I said, I'm not interested in any of those games you mentioned, period. They're not what I like or what my gaming taste is. I guess you don't know anything about what my gaming taste is. And try new things and do research. Don't talk to me like I'm some uninformed idiot or dumbass, because I'm not. I've seen these games, I do my damn research, and my view is half of these or most of these games don't interest me. Your argument is literally arguing your gaming taste and lining up with my different gaming taste. It makes no sense. We all don't like the same thing, and we all don't have to think the same thing. Get a grip. I don't have any interest in PS5 or Series X. I still don't. They have nothing to play that interests me. Do I need to repeat myself? They have nothing to play that interests me in the story. That's what you think, not what I think. And yeah, I stand by those comments still. I still stand by those comments. I'm not interested in any of those games he mentioned, and they're not my gaming taste. And, you know, I see these games, do my research, and I see what appeals to me. So yeah, I stand by that comment. He tried to use a McDonald's example, which I can't find that comment. But I said in response, the McDonald's example doesn't work because McDonald's keeps the same type of menu. Because, yeah, he tried to say that, you know, that's like going to McDonald's and not liking something and not going there. But it's like McDonald's keeps the same menu. Video games don't. That's what I said. McDonald's example doesn't work because McDonald's keeps the same type of menu. Video games hasn't. Someone like me who's into Dead Rising, Dynasty Warriors, Gears of War, Fallout 3, The Evil Within, Left 4 Dead, etc. don't really have anything on in the gaming currently to look forward to myself. I didn't fully type it the best, but yeah, I was basically saying that I don't have a lot in gaming to look forward to that is similar to those games I like. He says to me, well, that's just your opinion. No shit on that. Like, wow, we need you to say that. There's lots of good games that are still coming out. And I'm sure over time there'll be something that comes out that you'll personally enjoy. Maybe. I mean, Resident Evil 4 Remake is one game next year. But other than that, I'm not really seeing much. You said there's still a lot of good games that are still coming out. In your opinion, but not my opinion. You know, I don't know how you can't understand that. He says, that's why they make so many styles of games, because they know not every style of game appeals to everyone. They try to be more open-minded, man. Once again, he's accusing me of being closed-minded and telling me to be more open-minded. I'm not fucking closed-minded, you fucking idiot. Why did I buy Days Gone, a brand new IP, and still tried it, and I ended up not really liking it? Like, you're a fucking idiot. If I was closed-minded, I wouldn't have bought this new IP and gave it a shot. You're a fucking idiot. Stop fucking calling me closed-minded, you fucking moron. And he says they make so many styles of games because they know not every style of game appeals to everyone. No, they don't. They don't make every style of games. If that was the case, where's the games that are similar to Dead Rising 1 or The Evil Within? Why isn't there clones of The Evil Within 1 or clones of Dead Rising? Yet there's clones of Call of Duty, there's clones of Fortnite, there's so many fucking Souls games clones. But of course, a lot of the stuff I like has no clones made of them. So I don't know why you say that they make every style of game that appeals to everyone. Last time I checked, they don't. He says, well, you gotta learn to be more open-minded and try new things, man. I do. Like I said, fucking bought this game, you fucking idiot. So don't even try to tell me that I need to try new things. I'm not a closed-minded person. How many fucking times I gotta say that? He says, I know those games you mentioned, that's cool. There's a new zombie game in the market called Back 4 Blood, another called Dying Light 2. For some reason, YouTube's like displaying the comments out of order. I don't know. I wish I had a fucking computer so I could just record my face cam, me reading the comments, but this is the best I could do. He mentions Back 4 Blood and Dying Light 2. If you like zombie games, you should try one of those. I don't care about Dying Light 2 because I wasn't really too big on Dying Light or even Dead Island. I think those are like the worst kind of zombie games. I don't care for them. Back 4 Blood, I tried that on Game Pass. I didn't care for that game. That was like a cheap Left 4 Dead knockoff with none of the personality. He says, me personally, I felt Dead Rising was lame compared to Resident Evil, which is a much better zombie game, because in Resident Evil the storyline is better and the characters are more interesting. In Dead Rising, the only character you play as is Frank West. I mean, yeah, you only play as one character in Frank West, but you still have other characters in the game. It's fine if you think it's lame, but some of the stuff you say about Dead Rising is pretty dumb. All you do is kill zombies in the mall in the first 2 games. You're wrong on that. It's not just killing zombies. It's also rescuing survivors, managing your time, solving case files, defeating psychopaths, things like that. It's not just killing zombies. Like, you're fucking stupid. I played the 3rd game too and never made it past the dude who keeps trying to run you over the truck. It was too damn hard. I'm surprised you struggled in Dead Rising 3 with the guy trying to run you over the truck. I'm surprised you struggled with Dead Rising 3. That game is easy as shit. Way easier than what Dead Rising 1 was, or even some of the challenges of Dead Rising 2. But you're wrong about how Dead Rising is just killing zombies in the mall in the first 2 games. You're wrong about that. You're wrong. He says, you can't always go by what a critic says. There's been some movies and video game critics reviews I disagree with. They say it was bad, but I liked it. It's a 50-50 thing. Because I mentioned reviews with looking what games are interesting. What I mean by looking at reviews is I mean that I look at reviews as well as the gameplay to hear what they say, and then I can see if a game's for me or not. I'm not saying that if they say they like the game or if they don't like the game, that I'll get it. I mean, there's exceptions, like if it's Rogue Warrior or Damnation or Ride to Hell Retribution, then yeah, you laugh at it and say, yeah, I'm definitely not getting this piece of shit. But for the most part, I never go by reviews and critics in terms of, oh, they say they like it, I'm going to get it, or oh, they say they don't like it, I'm not going to be into it. I'll give you an example of not really going by that. The Black Phone movie with Ethan Hawke. I was really looking forward to that film. Tried to watch it, I didn't care for it. And yet it had like almost 90% from the critics and the audience. But I was one of the few that I didn't really care for that movie, and even though I'm a big Ethan Hawke fan. So, yeah, I don't go by critics. What I meant by that is what I meant, like looking at footage and stuff. He also said, yeah, but when someone says to me that they don't go there because they don't like one kind of food, it's like Jackass, there's more options for the menu, you know? Same with video games. That's why they make different kind of games, man. I don't get that. Like I said, you say that, you know, McDonald's, somebody won't go there because there's one kind of food. It's like there's more options for the menu. Yeah, there's more options for the menu. But the thing with McDonald's compared to video games is McDonald's has kept the same menu for a long time. Video games have not kept the same kind of style for a long time. They've changed and stopped making certain kind of games. So I don't know what you're talking about there. He says, that's why they make different kind of games, man. No, they don't make different kind of games. Because if they did, then I would already be wanting the next-gen consoles. I would be hyped for a lot of these new games if they did make different kinds of games. They don't make different kinds of games because a lot of stuff is just clones of Dark Souls, clones of Fortnite, etc. I said to him, sorry, but no, my optimism and open-mindedness has ran out. I'm going to keep it honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm open-minded, you know, but I'm not optimistic about new gaming because I'm not interested in a lot of stuff that comes out. I stand by that comment. Maybe I don't stand by me saying my open-mindedness has ran out because that makes it sound like I'm not open-minded. So I don't stand by that. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I am open-minded. He says, I also say I don't go by critics. What the hell are you talking about? I meant looking at gameplay footage and reviews in terms of what the game plays like, and if it's for me, just like how you see a game, and if it's for you, you can also see a game. If it's not for you, it works both ways, and I stand by that. I also said, you're a moron accusing me of being a closed-minded person. I am open-minded. I don't need to try new things, but the new things don't interest me. How many times do I have to say it? I tried Back 4 Blood, it sucked badly, you didn't even read the comment. Why would I try Dying Light 2 if I didn't like the first? Makes no sense. That's fine if you don't think that. That's fine if you think that about Dead Rising, but your opinion is wrong and flawed in that game. How does that feel, Larry? Yeah, exactly. Because some of the stuff he said about Dead Rising was stupid. I say, I know they make different kind of games, but you're not even listening to me. How many damn times would to say it? The games right now do not appeal to me. Get that through your mind already and move on. Just because you love new gaming so much doesn't mean I have to. Enough already. I stand by that. Because I've already said it before in this video, but I'm not interested in these new games. It's cool if you are, but I'm fucking not. And you need to understand that. Just get the hell off my channel and don't watch me. Tempted to block you. I can't stand people like you. You don't listen. You make no sense. You have attitude and you're annoying to deal with. There's no reason or logic here. It should be as simple as, oh, he doesn't like the current state of gaming based on his taste. But no, it's me being wrong and you arguing your different gaming taste against my different gaming taste. That's stupid and makes no sense. Exactly, I stand by that. It's stupid and makes no sense. You know? He has attitude, he's annoying to deal with, he has no logic, and he just doesn't see it as, oh, this is his opinion on gaming based on his taste. So he should just get the hell off my channel. I was tempted to block him. But it's very rarely when I block people. Zach G was someone I did block because, I'm not going to get into that, but that dude never changes his mind. Or, no, Zach G changes his mind all the time. So even if you were to prove he's wrong, and he went back on it, he flip-flops all the time. It's pointless even wasting energy with that guy. So he's the one of the few people I did block. But I stand by that comment. He says, Dead Rising is not a better zombie game compared to Resident Evil Dying Light. That's your opinion. I will say they are better than Dead Rising. Dead Rising, you just kill zombies in a mall. The game is mediocre at best. Once again, you're wrong about Dead Rising. You don't just kill zombies in a mall. There's other things to do. So what the fuck are you talking about? The game is mediocre at best. But in Resident Evil, the game is actually scary. The game has a good storyline. The game, you can actually shoot zombies with a gun. You can't do that in Dead Rising. You're fucking stupid. You can use guns in Dead Rising. You can shoot zombies. Every Dead Rising game has guns in it that you can use on zombies. So what the fuck are you even talking about? You're stupid. And that's what you think about Resident Evil being better in terms of being more scary and have a good storyline. I personally prefer Dead Rising over any zombie series. I put Dead Rising over any zombie franchise out there. So that's just me. At least the first two games. And he says some more stuff. Well, Jack, you are closed-minded. You shouldn't be, but sadly I think you are. I'm not closed-minded. How many times, like, what do I have to do in order for me to prove that I'm not closed-minded? Like, it feels like some people you just can't win a battle with in terms of, like, trying to tell them what is real and what's not. Like, I don't understand how you think I'm closed-minded when I can see these games and see what caters to me or not. It makes no fucking sense. You make no fucking sense. But then, you know how he said in his other comments that they try to make different kind of video games for different kind of people? That's why there's different kind of games. He contradicts himself in his comment. Check this shit out. But yeah, he contradicts himself in this comment. Check this shit out. He says, the video game industry had changed. They aren't taking as many risks as they once were, because the games could be games that don't appeal to people or end up being shovelware. The industry has changed in that regard. They aren't creating as many new games because they feel they're going to flop. So one minute you say that they are trying to make games for everybody, that's why they make all kinds of games. And then the next minute you say the industry has changed and they don't take as many risks. Which is it? You just contradicted yourself right there. So what the fuck? I mean, yeah, that is true about gaming, and that's one of the reasons it sucks nowadays and why I'm not interested in it, because they want to just stay the same course and not really take risks. He says, well, what games do appeal to you? What is it that you like? A horror game, a shooting game, what? And, oh yeah, I did leave so yeah, I'm going to read my reply. I say, shut the hell up, I'm not closed-minded. How dare you assume that of me? It's dumb. The video is based off my opinion of gaming taste. You say the video game industry has changed. But yet earlier, you said they make games for everyone. You just contradicted yourself, SMH. Exactly. I stand by that comment. And I also said you don't know anything about Dead Rising. You can actually shoot zombies with guns in the game. Plus, it's more than just killing zombies in the mall. It's also about managing your time, escorting survivors, and solving all case files, and dealing with a strict timer. That's your opinion, but I'll take Dead Rising over Dying Light, Days Gone, Resident Evil, Dead Island, in my opinion. Dead Rising is the king of zombie games. Dead Rising actually brought things to the table, unlike Dying Light. Dying Light copied Dead Rising 2's combo weapons, and I stand by that comment as well. Dead Rising was original, unlike Dying Light and Dead Island. And, you know, I was telling him how he was wrong about Dead Rising, some of the stuff he said. And then I mentioned the games I like, which was my top 10 list, which is Fallout 3, Resident Evil 4, Dead Rising 1, Gears of War 3, Dynasty Wars 4, Dungeon Fight for New York, GTA San Andreas, Left 4 Dead, The Evil Within, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Those are my kind of games and my taste and my tons of favorite games. So that's all the games I mentioned that I like, to tell him what games I actually liked. And then I also say to him, it's funny that you call me closed-minded, but yet you're closed-minded about rap music. You claim it's not getting any better and has been good since 2006, even though there's tons of good underground rap music out there. That's good. So if anyone is closed-minded, it's you. So yeah, that was some extra comments that wasn't showing up on the YouTube studio for some dumbass reason. I really don't know why. So I'm going to pull up some other comments by him to respond to. I'm going to go to the video about game genres I dislike to see if there's any other comments that wasn't showing up in YouTube Studio. So let me see if I can find any. cut that. Alright, so that's it for the section in terms of like reading his comments and responding to, in terms of, shit, god damn it, in terms of responding to Larry Kool the Gamer's comments. That's all I gotta say for at least the comment part, and responding to his comments that he left. I think I got all the comments, but yeah, that's my response to his comments, and that's going to lead into the rest of this video. So now we're going to be responding to his video called JackalGoldKick Sucks. He uploaded this, and it's funny because I actually had a video made on him like a day or two ago, but I just didn't edit it yet. But since he made a video about me, I just said fuck it and just remade the video, since that one was kind of out of date since it was made before he made a video on me. So yeah, I'm going to be responding. I've already watched this once, but I'm going to respond to it. And yeah, I'm going to do a video response to him and break this video down. So let's do this. Alright, so now we're going to do a response to Larry Kool the Gamer's. Alright, so now we're going to do a response to Larry Kool the Gamer's video called JackalGoldKick Sucks. Let's respond to this.
Hey, what's up? It's Larry Kool the Gamer here. Back with another video. This time it's a rant.
First of all, this is some amateur filmmaking right here. I mean, this guy, he's got black bars on both sides. He's got the camera pointed at the TV with his fucking legs just sitting up on the couch. Your legs just sitting up at the couch, and you got the phone pulled up in front of your fucking TV just filming it. Like, how amateur are you? How pathetic and amateur are you really? I make better videos than you. My videos are more properly made, they're edited, they have thumbnails. And you're gonna talk shit about me. Like, this is such an amateur way to make a video. It's like, why are you even sitting this way with your legs? Like, probably sitting there jacking off while you're making the fucking video. You're probably beating off or some bullshit like that while you're making the fucking video. I don't fucking know. But it's a lame way to make a video. Like, hey guys, it's Larry Kool the Gamer here. Like, show, like, you're fucking amateur. You're an amateur. That's all there is to it.
I'm going to rant on this guy named JackalGoldKick. He's on YouTube. Man, this guy is really becoming a pain in my ass.
You're becoming a pain in my ass, if anything. God, you're becoming a pain in my ass. Like, holy fuck. So, yeah, feelings mutual.
He really is. I mean, I get he's opinionative. I'm opinionative as well. Anybody that's watched my videos, but this guy has like no taste in games. What?
I have no taste in games. How? How do I not have taste in games? I mean, do I have to go through with it? I got Dynasty Warriors 6 for Xbox 360. I have Dead Rising 2, the 360 version. I have Gears of War Judgment. I have Prototype 2 for the 360. I have Left 4 Dead 2. I have Oblivion, fucking Fallout New Vegas, fucking Marvel Ultimate Alliance, as well as other games. But somehow, I don't have taste in video games. Even though I made a video called Top 10 Favorite Games with Kadeem the King. Even though I showed you a few of my games, and I have many more that I like. So how do I not have taste in video games? I mean, I also have, like, Gears of War 2 and 3. I also have Max Payne 3. I also have the first Gears of War. So, once again, how do I not have taste in video games? Makes no fucking sense.
Whatsoever. Like, he hates just about every kind of game genre, except for survival horror games and adventure games.
I hate every kind of genre. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't just like survival horror games. I mean, why do I own Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1? Why do I own Gears of War 1? Why do I own Prototype 2 for 360? Why do I own Gears of War Judgment? Why do I own Fallout 3? Why do I own Dead Rising 2? These are all kinds of genres here. But yet you claim the only genre I like is survival horror and adventure games. I don't know what you mean by adventure games. You gotta be specific on that, but you claim I hate all kinds of games and genres. I mean, what are you even talking about? I just showed you a bunch of games I liked. I like Gears of War, Fallout 3, Left 4 Dead. I don't just like survival horror games. Like, you're fucking stupid. There's a lot of games that I put in my top 10 favorite games of all time. I put hack and slash games on there. I put games like Def Jam on there. I put Gears of War on there. I put Dynasty Warriors 4 on there. So there's a lot of games and genres I like. So you're fucking wrong.
And occasionally a shooting game.
And occasionally a shooting game, even though I like Gears of War and Fallout 3 and Left 4 Dead.
Well, excuse me, that's all fine and dandy, but when you call yourself a gamer and you hate most of the genres, why do you bother to play video games?
I don't hate most of the genres. Like I said, Dead Rising 2, I like this, and I like Fallout 3, and I like Gears of War Judgment. So how can you sit there and say that I hate a lot of the video game genres? I'm not a fan of a lot of video game genres of nowadays from new video games, but there's a lot of game genres I do like. So what the fuck are you talking about? You make no damn sense.
Okay, it just doesn't make sense. And then he has the nerve to make these 2 or 3 videos where he says gaming generations, a bunch of retards, gaming generation sucks, PlayStation 5 is really not worth getting because there's no games. There are plenty of games on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, in your opinion, there's a lot of games on PS5 and, you know, good games to be interested in. But that's not how I feel. Because based off my tastes and what I'm into gaming-wise, I don't see anything interesting on PS5. I don't see anything interesting in new gaming. I don't know why you can't understand that, Larry Kool, the gamer. And you say that, you know, why, you know, you claim you're a gamer, why play video games if you hate most game genres or something like that, you said. It's like, but there's a lot of game genres I do like. There's a lot of video games I do like. I showed you some of them. Made videos about, like, reviewing Resident Evil 3 Remake and stuff like that. It's just that a lot of the stuff they make nowadays doesn't appeal to me. So I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. You're stupid as hell.
That are worth getting. And the PlayStation 5 is definitely worth owning.
In your opinion, but not mine. But I don't know why we can't just disagree on that. But instead, you gotta make a video saying I suck. Because I don't think the same way you do about PS5. Because I'm not ecstatic about new game because I'm not ecstatic by... Fuck! Because I'm not ecstatic about new gaming like you are.
In my opinion. Because there's lots of games. You're just closed-minded.
How am I closed-minded? How the fuck am I closed-minded? Like I said, where's it at? I tried Days Gone. This was a new game on PS4 and I wasn't a fan of it. So how am I closed-minded? I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 4 Remake, but somehow I'm closed-minded. Makes no fucking sense. I'm not closed-minded. You have no proof of that. There's a lot of video games I like, and I just showed you a new IP that I did try on PS4, and I'm excited for Resident Evil 4 Remake. So how am I closed-minded? It makes no sense for you to say that dumb shit. I'm not closed-minded about video games. How many fucking times do I have to say it and for you to realize I'm not closed-minded about video games, you idiot?
You think something is bad, but yet you have never played it yourself. You've only seen gameplay on what the system looks like.
Yeah, that's how you dictate whether you're into a game or not. You look at the footage, you look at the gameplay, and you see, okay, this is what the game looks like. I'm interested in it or I'm not interested in it. That's how it goes. You don't play and buy every single game that exists to see if you like it or not. You look at footage and see if something appeals to you or if it doesn't appeal to you. I mean, that's how it works for you, Larry. You bought a PS5. You think it's so great compared to me because you saw games that you saw were interesting, not just playing them and buying them. It's the same thing for me. I look at these games and I see that a lot of them are interesting to me. So I don't have to try these games. I can just look at footage and see what I think and what I don't think. Just like how you can look at these games and be hyped for them based off what you saw and then go ahead and buy them. Works both ways.
How can you judge something if it's not in the palm of your hands?
You can judge video games if they're not in the palm of your hands. You can look at the footage and decide this is for me or this is not for me. It's why we have reviews. It's why we have gameplay, because it's a way for you to decide that this appeals to me and that this doesn't appeal to me. And that's how it works. Some people go the extra mile and try to try everything, but I feel like you can look at footage and look at gameplay and decide if something is for you or if it's not for you. You don't have to try something in order to have an opinion on it, in order for you to like or dislike it. I mean, how, like, it's a strange concept to me that, like, if someone is looking forward to a game and they're hyped for it based off what they've seen, that's perfectly fine. But if someone isn't looking forward to a game or is not interested in a game based off what they see, then it's a completely different story for some reason. Then it's just, oh, you need to try it, you're closed-minded and this and that. It's like, if people are allowed to be hyped for a game based off footage, then why can't others be allowed to not be hyped for it based off footage? You can't. It can't be right. It can't be right when it's done one way, but be wrong when it's done one way. It doesn't work that way, Larry Kool the gamer. You should be able to look at footage. Where's the equalness there? You know, if people are allowed to be hyped for something, but if you're not hyped for it, then you got to try it and you can't judge it till you play it. But yet people judge games all the time and get hyped for it off footage, and they don't even play the game yet. So what the fuck are you talking about? There's a lot of people that get hyped for games based off gameplay, based off footage, compared to some people who don't get hyped off games based off footage and are interested in it. But for some reason, if you're not interested in a game based off the footage, apparently you're wrong, according to Larry Kool the gamer. Apparently you have to try it. But if you're looking forward to it, it's not the same thing. No, yeah, it is the same thing, because you're looking at the game and deciding for yourself. You're fucking stupid, man. You're fucking stupid, honestly, and you make no damn sense.
That, to me, is pretty narrow-minded.
How is it narrow-minded? Just like how people can look forward to a game based off footage, there's people like me that can decide a game is not interesting based off footage. It works both damn ways. Come on now.
To say something sucks when you've never actually played the thing.
It's funny because it's like, so I'm not allowed to think something sucks, or I'm not allowed to not be interested in these games because I haven't played them, but yet it's okay for everybody else to be hyped for games based off footage. It's okay for you, Larry, to be looking forward to these games that you haven't even played yet because you're looking forward to them. But if it's the negative side of things with people like me, where we're not interested in this stuff, then we have to try it. It's like by that logic, then you should have to try the games that you're interested in. You shouldn't be allowed to get hyped for the games you're interested in by that logic. You should have to try those games too. Like, you're fucking stupid. And you make no sense. Because I should be able to look at the footage and decide whether or not... Because I should be able to look at the footage and decide whether or not if I'm interested in a game or if I'm not interested in the game. You don't have to play a game in order to have an opinion on it. Just like how when you see footage for a game, you can get hyped for it or you cannot be hyped for it. So you're fucking stupid, honestly. Claiming I'm narrow-minded and stuff. Dumb.
Excuse me. But the thing is amazing. PlayStation 5 can do anything. Hell, it can even play PlayStation 4 games.
But yet it can't play PS3 games, it can't play PS2 games, it can't play PS1 games, only PS4. So, big whoopee, right?
It's just that you don't have taste in video games, so you just say that there's nothing worth getting on the PlayStation 5.
I do have taste in video games, you fucking idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? Like I said, I got games here I like. The Evil Within for PS4. Gears of War Judgment for 360. I have more games over here. Dead Rising Remaster for PS4. Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Dead Rising 2 Remaster for PS4. I got more games. Resident Evil 3 Remake. The Resident Evil 4 Remaster. The Resident Evil 2 Remake. I also have Fallout 3 for the Xbox 360. I also have, like I said before, Gears of War 3, Gears of War 2 for the 360. I can go on. I also have Samurai Warriors 1 for PS2. And I can go on and on and on with other games I have. But those are just some examples of video games I like and video games I'm into. If I had no taste in video games, why would I own any video games? Why would I have games like Gears of War 2 and Gears of War 3? Why would I own any video games like these or others that I like, or play any of them if I had no taste in video games? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck does that even mean, you dumb fucking son of a bitch? I do have taste in video games. If I didn't, I wouldn't own any video games. I wouldn't be a gamer. I wouldn't have consoles. I wouldn't have the games I like, you fucking dumb fuck. God damn, this guy's an idiot.
But that's clearly not true. I'm sure that the people who watch this video will know that there's plenty of games to play. There's Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, you got Deathloop. You got the Pathless. You know, you got some other games. You got Spider-Man Miles Morales. And yeah, I know some of these are cross-gen. But when the system, you know, when people are having a hard time getting the PlayStation 5, then, you know, they got to keep making games for the PlayStation 4.
I mean, yeah, they do have to keep making games for the PS4 when people have a hard time getting the PS5. But if a game's cross-gen, there's less of a reason to get the new consoles, and they're not as like next-gen only type titles if you can just get it on the last-gen console. And you try to say that, you know, me and other people know that there is a lot of good games out here worth getting on the new consoles, and there is a lot of good games worth getting. Yeah, based on your opinions and based on your taste in gaming, but that's not everybody. That sure as hell ain't me. That's why in all videos about modern gaming and PS5 and Series X, of why I say that I'm not interested in a lot of new video games and I'm not interested in new consoles. And hell, I don't even play video games as much as I used to. I have a video coming out about that eventually, which I'm sure this fucking dumb fuck will comment on once again with his dumbass shit. But I'm not interested in a lot of the new video games. I'm not, based off my taste in gaming. My opinion cannot be flawed or wrong about video games nowadays when it's based off my taste. How can something that's based on my taste in gaming be flawed or wrong? That doesn't even make sense. You may think there's a lot of great games out here and there's games worth getting. That doesn't mean I think that. You're arguing your taste against my gaming taste. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have taste in gaming. I forgot.
But they most definitely have some exclusive games that are coming to the system.
They do, but it's not what I'm into, so.
Gotham Knights is coming out in October or November, and it's not going to be on PlayStation 4. It's not going to be on Xbox Series X.
Personally not interested in Gotham Knights. I was more into superheroes when I was younger, but I don't think Gotham Knights is something I'd play. I don't even think I'd like a lot of superhero stuff anymore, so I don't think Gotham Knights would even be up my alley. I've seen gameplay. It doesn't really seem like my cup of tea, honestly.
So the only way you can play it is on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. I meant to say Xbox One. It's not going to be on Xbox One. It'll be on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. That's what I meant to say. But you're not going to be able to play it on the previous gen consoles because they canceled it.
Alright, so yeah, that is a next gen only game, at least. So yeah, that's at least one of the things you're actually right about, unlike the other stuff you said about me.
Another thing that I do not really like about this guy is he'll say that rap music sucks 1 minute, and he'll talk negative through his whole video about how much he hates rap or how much he hates somebody. But then later on, he'll make another video saying how much he loves rap, saying how much he loves this particular person.
What the fuck are you talking about, Larry? I've made videos that are negative about the bad parts of rap music. Yeah, I've done that. I ranted about mainstream rap. I've ranted on rappers I don't like. I've talked about the part of rap music that does suck. But I'm not one of these people, and I've never been one of these people that thinks that all rap music sucks. But then 1 minute I say it's good. There's a reason why I made a video called My Updated Definitive Mindset about hip-hop nowadays. There's a reason why I made a video talking about why rap music doesn't suck nowadays, which that's a video you watched. And in that video, near the end, I admitted that I used to be a part of that crowd, where at one point I was losing faith in rap music and I felt like it was getting bad. But then I found that there was a whole bunch of great underground rappers that I could listen to, and I was like, okay, there is good rap out here. Rap isn't completely crap. So I may criticize bad parts of rap and certain rappers I don't like, and I may rant on mainstream rap, and I may have almost fell into the mindset of swearing off rap and not having faith in it. But when it comes to nowadays, I don't know where you're getting that from, Larry, because I've said in a video that rap doesn't suck nowadays. And if I ever shit-talked rap, it was always me bashing mainstream rap. I have videos bashing mainstream rap, but it's not all rap in general, because underground rap is good. It's just the mainstream rap that sucks. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about here. You're once again stupid and talking out of your ass. I've talked about why mainstream rap sucks, but it's not all rap. Not all rap sucks. Mainstream rap sucks, but not underground rap. Never said all rap music sucks. You know, I acknowledge the good rappers and the good parts of rap, and I talk about the bad rappers and the bad parts of rap. That's what I've done. I feel like I've always done that. And even if I didn't do that, I retcon that with my one video about my updated definitive mindset about hip-hop and rap nowadays, and the follow-up video talking about why rap doesn't suck nowadays. So you trying to say that I go from saying rap completely sucks and these guys suck to then saying that rap doesn't suck and these guys are great, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what point you're trying to make there, because I call it the good and bad in rap. I talk about the good and bad rappers I like and dislike and all that stuff. And I admitted that I almost lost faith in rap music, but then I got restored once I found good rappers. So I don't know what point you're trying to make here, Larry. It makes no fucking sense. I don't know where you got this from.
You're a hypocrite, JackalGoldKick.
If anyone's a hypocrite, you're a hypocrite. Because you said 1 minute that video games, they try to cater to everybody and there's so many video games out there. But then you contradict yourself by saying that they don't take as many risks anymore. You contradicted yourself there. Another way you contradicted yourself, and you were also a hypocrite, you claimed my opinion was flawed and wrong about rap music when I used the same arguments you use, except mine were better. When I was saying rap doesn't suck nowadays because there's all these good rappers to listen to, the reason that works more than you trying to argue the good games that exist against my game argument is because rap and video games are different. You know, with rap music and music in general, you have to listen to it in order to see if you like it or not. With video games, you can just look at footage and look at, you know, what video games play and feel like to see if something is for you or not. And that's the difference. But yet, it's like you call my opinion flawed and wrong. I talk about the rappers that do. It's funny because I'm using the exact same thing that you used against me, but yet it works better for me because it makes more sense, whereas when you used it for video games, it doesn't make sense. So you've been a hypocrite. I don't see how I've been a hypocrite. When I've made videos trying to clear up my updated definitive mindset about rap, and I've tried to talk about the rappers that are good, so I don't really know where you're getting at here. Even before my video, you know, talking about my updated definitive mindset about hip-hop and rap music nowadays, like I said, there was a point where I was losing faith in rap music and I was going to just swear all of it off and I thought it was crappy. But when I found good underground rappers and I found good rappers to listen to on the internet, you know, I didn't fall into that mindset. I still made videos about people like JB. I did a top 10 video on top 10 Hobson songs. I reviewed a Rush to Russian Rapper song. I may have ranted on rappers I don't like. I may have done mainstream hip-hop rap rants, but I never completely said all rap music sucks and it's all shit. No. I've always saw and said, and I feel like I've presented this. If I didn't, someone can let me know, but I feel like I presented this where it's like, I've presented it that I think mainstream rap sucks and I talk about the bad side, but I've always talked about how the good rap out here is the underground rap. And I talk about the good rappers that do exist. And I feel like I've always made it clear in that perspective. But somehow you take me as this person that I contradict myself and say that rap sucks, but then it's good. What are you talking about? No, I fucking don't, you dumb fuck. You're stupid.
You're a hypocrite, JackalGoldKick. Why don't you get the fuck off this platform? Stop doing YouTube videos, man.
I can stay on here if I want to. How about you get off this fucking platform?
If you're that inconsistent with what you say, nobody's going to take your ass seriously.
How am I inconsistent with what I say? I think I'm a pretty consistent person, to be honest. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
For real. What the hell are you doing with your time? Why are you wasting everybody's time making videos about this when you're not even being real yourself?
I am being real myself. What the fuck are you talking about? I give my thoughts on rappers I like. I give my thoughts on rappers I don't like. I talk about video games I like. I talk about movies I like. I review all stuff. I do what I want to do on this YouTube channel, and I'm real with people. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm real with people. What the hell are you even talking about? You fucking idiot. Like, I am being real myself. I don't know how I'm not being real. How am I not being real? Tell me how I'm not being real, because I'm pretty sure I am being real.
You're not telling the truth.
I feel like I would. I feel like I am telling the truth. So I don't see how I'm not telling the truth. I feel like when I give opinions and talk about things, I feel like I do tell the truth, or what I perceive as the truth. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there, me not telling the truth. I feel like I do tell the truth.
You know, when I say something about something, I say if I like the game or if I don't like the game. And when it comes to music, I'm not a big fan of this new rap shit, because this rap shit is garbage now. 97-98% of it is trash.
I do the same thing. I talk about what I like and don't like. So, yeah. And you say that 90-something% of rap sucks nowadays. You're factually wrong on that, because there's plenty of good hip-hop out here. There's plenty of good rappers out here. What the fuck are you talking about that 90-something% of rap sucks nowadays? You're wrong. I've listed so many good rappers in that one video. And there's plenty of good hip-hop out here. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So I'm not listening to it. And people that come out with these new artists tell me to listen to. NBA Youngboy is trash. Chief Keef is trash. French Montana, trash. Drake is whack. Drake is another garbage rapper who has people ghostwrite songs for him, and then he just raps it. So he's trash, in my opinion.
Yeah, those guys do suck, but it seems like people are recommending the wrong rappers to you, because the rappers I recommend, I think, are the good ones. So maybe you should take recommendations from someone like me instead of those other rappers that really aren't that great.
There's so many rappers out today that are trash. Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, just to name a few more. Trash. I bet you he doesn't defend those artists, but then again, he makes a video where he says that rap is all trash of today, and then he makes another video later on, like a week or two later, maybe 3 weeks later, and then says how wonderful rap is, so he's a complete loser. He's a complete fool.
How did I once, when did I ever say all of rap sucks, but then say rap is good? When did I do that? Like I said, whenever I rant about rap, it was on rappers I don't like, it was on mainstream rap. Never once said anywhere on my goddamn YouTube channel that all of rap music sucks, but then turn around and say it's good. I never did that fucking shit. I ranted on mainstream rap and certain rappers I didn't like, but then I still like underground rap, talk about the rappers I do like. So when did I ever contradict and say, oh, all rap sucks, but then it's good? I mean, I did a rant video called "If You Say Rap Music Sucks, Shut the Hell Up" or something like that. That was towards like metal elitists and certain people that, claim all rap sucks because they hear shitty rappers and things like that. I made a rant video about that. I also made a rant video about how rap doesn't suck nowadays. But yet you say I say all rap music sucks, but then I turn around and say it's good. No, I fucking don't. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you fucking idiot. You should actually go in depth with my content.
And a tool, and doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shut the fuck up.
Just watch his videos and you'll see how inconsistent this guy is.
Everybody else that watches my videos seems to get it, but it's like you don't get it, And you say I'm so inconsistent. I don't see how. I really don't see how. Like, what are you even talking about?
He really is. So, anyways, that's all I got to say for now. I may do one more rant on this guy, because he's really, he does respond to all of his comments. He really does. But if you dare say anything negative about his opinion, he will curse at you.
Of course I will. Why not? If someone's being negative about an opinion of mine and talking trash, why wouldn't I say something back? I mean, what the fuck? That's like if someone bullies you or smacks you and you punch them back, and then someone says, wow, that guy punches people, what's wrong with him? They had a right to do it. And I have a right to cuss at people and go back at them if they're going to be negative about my opinion and be a douchebag like you were, Larry. So how am I wrong for standing up for myself when someone's being negative about my opinion? Like, how is it okay for someone to be negative about my opinion or talk shit like you did, but if I retaliate and say something back, then I'm looked at as a bad guy? Fuck out of here. And you're saying that you may do another video on me. Go ahead and do another punk-ass video, sitting on your stupid-ass couch, you know? I'm sure you will do another video after I put this one out about you. You're a fucking moron, dude.
He will get nasty with you.
Of course I will. If people get nasty with me, I get nasty with them. You got nasty with me, so I got nasty with you. Don't try to paint me as a person that just gets nasty for no reason. No, I have a reason for doing it. If someone's being a douchebag towards me, I'll be a douchebag towards them. Plain and fucking simple.
It's just crazy. Like, be grown up, man. Grow the fuck up, for real. Start being a mature man. I mean, after all, you're in your 20s. I'm in my 30s.
You're in your 30s and yet you're a fucking moron. You're stupider than I am. You can't even get any of the points I'm making in the comments. You claim so much shit in this video that I debunked that's just stupid as hell. You claim I'm closed-minded about video games. You think that 90% of rap sucks. Then you turn around and say that, you know, I need to be mature and that I'm older than you and I need to grow up. It's like, if anyone needs to grow up, you need to grow up. Plain and simple. You need to grow up. And the fact that you are 30 and this stupid is pathetic. Like, if anyone needs to grow up, you need to. And you're the one that's immature.
I know how to speak to people with respect.
No, you fucking don't, motherfucker. Because you said my opinion was flawed and wrong. And you said a bunch of other dumb shit, like accusing me of being closed-minded. What would be the correct way of doing that is being like, hey, I disagree with you. I think there are good games out here. Or asking a question of, you know, are you open-minded to new games? But the way you approached the comments and how you presented yourself was just disrespectful, irritating, stupid, dumb, and just complete garbage. So you don't talk to people with respect. Fuck out of here, dude. So
if I can, why can't you?
I talk to people with respect as long as they're not being douchebags to me, but you can't seem to do that. You disrespected me first as far as I'm concerned. It's shown in the comment part before me doing this response in the first part of this video.
Come on. We're all grown folks here. Be an adult. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Larry Kool, the gamer, signing off as always. Peace.
So that was his video, Larry Kool, the gamer, JackalGoldKick sucks video, and that video truly sucked. It truly sucked. A lot of the stuff you said about me was fucking stupid, and the video was poorly made on your couch in front of your TV, and it just sucked overall, and you had nothing to say about me. You tried to make me look like the victim. You tried to make yourself look like the victim, and you're just wrong about me in general. In general, when it comes to rap music and video games, I give my opinion on video games nowadays based off my taste, my perspective, what I'm into, what I'm not into. It's the same thing with rap music, and that's all there ever is to it. But you take it as, oh, he is closed-minded about video games, or he, you know, like, you don't know what you're talking about. So that's all I gotta say in this Mr. Beef episode 29 video about Larry Kool, the gamer. You're just wrong in general, you know. My whole point about PS5 and Series X and new gaming is based on my taste and my perspective of what I think of these new games, what I'm into, what I'm not into, and it's also based on my gaming taste. Just like how you think new gaming is great and you got a PS5, that's based on your gaming taste. And what I think of PS5 and modern gaming is based on my gaming taste. It's as simple as that. And when it comes to rap music, I defended rap music and saying it doesn't completely suck nowadays by listing a bunch of good rappers. Yet you still claim that most rap sucks and that it's dead, but then you say it's not dead. So you don't know what you're talking about. Larry the Kool gamer, you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking moron, you're irritating to deal with. Your comments, whenever you would leave them, they were irritating to deal with. So it was good to finally do this fucking video and just talk about this goddamn guy. That's all I gotta say in this video. Peace.